3 universal robots have now been implemented at HTE Scandinavia, one of Northern Europe's leading food companies. HTE produces vegetarian and gourmet products for convenience markets and stores in need of round-the-clock service.
HTE is a large group that owns several brand-name food products, so our products are sent out both through our own stores and various other retail chains.
HTE Scandinavia installed 3 collaborative robots from Universal Robots. The factory in Skine looked into several options before choosing Universal Robots.
Our goal has been to establish a safer and more efficient process where it's easy to adjust and reprogram the robots, and where we don't need as much personnel. Quite simply put, we wanted a more reliable production line.
If the larger automation equipment at HTE malfunctions, it often causes several hours of shutdown and requires an outside specialist to fix. Universal robots make it easier to handle shutdowns, the downtime is minimal, and the employees are able to solve whatever problems might arise during the production. The collaborative robots are now busy attaching labels, folding cartons, and palletizing.
The advantage of the robots is that the operator can largely control the robot himself and work right next to it without any safety caging in between. It's often necessary to interact with the robot, so it was imperative for us that the robot would be safe to work with.
The implementation of the robots has been so successful that management is looking at new areas of production where more collaborative robots can be deployed.
This is where our next project will take place, starting in 3 or 4 weeks. We're implementing a UR5 and a UR10 over in the corner. Now that we're more familiar with the robot setup, we won't need as much time testing. We expect that building the entire robot cell will only take 2 weeks now. It will be a quick installation.
At the factory, it took Johnny Jensen and his co-workers 2 months to implement and install the first robots by themselves.
We were completely new to it. I didn't know anything about robots the first time I saw them. My colleagues were not familiar with the technology either, so I'm actually impressed that we did it as quickly as we did.
In the workshop, HTE developed some of the tools the robots use, like, for example, a wheel that folds down the edges of the cartons.
The fact that we can customize the tooling on the robot is a great advantage. A simple thing such as folding the edge of a carton might not be something you necessarily think about when you're sitting at the computer. How do you solve something like that? It was actually quite simple to do.
The introduction of robots has been an eye-opener for the Swedish company. The future looks very different now.
We'll definitely install more universal robots in the future. We actually want to get rid of all our carton machines and only use robots at each line in order to achieve a much more reliable and flexible production.